Well, today's an exciting day because I finally reached a point where I can unlock this Skeleton Lord. And just to kind of give you a rough idea, I haven't been counting, but it feels, or at least from what I remember using, this took about 1,500 to 2,000 of these skeleton books in order to reach this part. There were also contracts too for every middle point inside there, including the ones that you see that aren't the skills, like the 2% HP, attack, and defense. Those also took contracts, and I put a lot invested in those. Once again, don't remember how many of those took, but just to let you know, I'm about halfway into this here, which means we're gonna need about 3,000 to 4,000 of these skeleton books in order to complete this. So prior to this whole hero legacy, when we looked at these 3 different skeleton forms, it looked like you could pick between the 3. Don't know if you actually could, because by the time I got here now, the way it works is once you go and unlock this, it automatically upgrades your bonelet to this Skeleton Lord. And I expect this to be the same thing when we get up to the Bone King. Don't expect to go over to the new hero tab and see 2 different ones to select. You'll now only see the one. There was no faster procking of having this thing pop up, seemed to be right on cue, same as the bonelet. So really the big difference is the appearance, number 1, but we're also going to be getting some increase in our damage numbers. Now, instead of the 240% damage, we're now doing 300% combo damage to whichever enemies we go up against. And that combo damage reduction of 30% is now going to be increased to 40%, still remaining for 2 turns. The other thing we get is we're now going to be doing an additional 30% attack damage to enemies with shields. So just a little bit extra on it, nothing too crazy. I actually thought this was going to be something really exciting. I had a bunch of these contracts saved up just in case I needed to level it up or if it was going to cost a bunch, but it really didn't cost anything at all. As far as the hero stats, the equipment ones are going to stay the exact same as the bonelet. We're still at 15% across the board. However, though, they did change the description of it, now showing the Skeleton Lord skills instead of the bonelet. The other ones, though, still the same as far as the attack up, HP up, based by the level rarity you get it. So, like I said, not much difference besides just a little bit of an extra punch. Now that I had this thing at the Lord state, would I go and change it and remove one of my Reapers or even the Knight of the End? Probably not. Those ones are pretty freaking OP. And this thing, it is nice that I got here. I can continue building on the tree from this point, but it doesn't really seem like it's a good idea to go and replace it for one of the other ones. But if you're like me and we're expecting some sort of big, wow, exciting thing to happen, this is it. So hopefully you now know you can get your hopes let down here than waiting till later on, but at least you know what it does. If you guys want to know about the latest update and all the new stuff we got in it, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.